still, want to push this narrative. And now we have this new B2 variant that's coming out now. So that's going to probably impact I hope not, God please, I hope not, impact the midterm elections. I don't know if you've heard, but in different states they're trying to start promoting that this B2 variant is more contagious. But, we'll see how it plays out. The mainstream media has been playing us with this COVID from the whole election, from Donald Trump up until they couldn't wear it, until the wheels came off of it. Now they got the war. And the ironic part is that what happened to COVID when the war started? Also, what happened? Hillary Clinton got caught spying on Donald Trump. Where's the investigation for that? As soon as that Ukraine war started, everything stopped. But the sad part is what about the most dangerous war in the world right now are the people in Ethiopia. So, listen, I have compassion for all people, but why are the black people in Ethiopia not receiving $14 billion in cash and aid to help those people, yet you want to go into and help a corrupt government like Ukraine and give them $14 million from the RIP? $14 billion.
Exactly. Yeah, billion. And those are dollars that need to be allocated right here.
Amen.
For the United States. Why are we sending those dollars over there in the first place?
Imagine taking that $14 billion and you can take care of every homeless veteran in the nation.
Exactly.
How do we do that? These people are handicapped, disabled, mentally ill, homeless. I mean, a person that goes and jeopardizes and sacrifices life for me, I don't see no problem with the government. They should never have to worry about a place to live. They should never have to worry about transportation. They should never have to worry about medical insurance. They should never have to worry about food. At least provide them with the basic necessities. You pay all these billions of dollars, okay, and I call it illegal corruption money to all these countries, Iran, Ukraine, and all these backdoor deals, yet we have people walking around on our streets with mental illness, homeless, starving. I mean, come on, man. These politicians, we got to start calling them out for what it is. Instead of the media trying to placate our feelings, why should I have compassion for Ukraine when I look out my window and I got bullets firing at the homeboys I had on the street at each other? And you want me to worry about Ukraine? Come on.
Exactly. And that's just what's taking place. And I don't know what kind of administration that is that we're dealing with now, but it is truly a failure.
It is, sister. It is. It's almost like it's done on purpose. It's almost like it had to be designed on purpose. Illegal guns, human trafficking, open borders. I mean, let's push CRT. Let's push transgenderism and homosexuality on our kids. What is going on? God will not be mocked. Every man will reap what he sows. This country is morally bankrupt.
Morally corrupt. And morally
it ain't about
bankrupt.
Yeah, it ain't. It ain't
how
about
can Hillary
speech.
How can Hillary do everything that she's doing? We already know she spied on Trump's emails, along with all the other crimes that she's committing. But yet she has the support of all three-letter agencies backing her.
Listen, everything was promoted, propagandized, and completed with the assistance of the three letters. FISA reports, everything. I mean, people really need to look at what is really transpiring when political adversaries are using the government as a weapon to undermine you as a person and to try to lock you up and put you in jail. I mean, people really need to look at this seriously. If you can do this to a candidate running for office, and then when he's the president of the United States, forget about being a person of color. Let's keep it real.
Yes.
They can do whatever they want to do to anybody. And I thank God and I praise you, Lavern, for standing up and having the courage to stand up against the devil.
Somebody
that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take to defeat and to raise our country back to the moral status that it should be.
Yes.
It's going to take candidates like yourself.
Yes, candidates that believe in God and put God first and are not afraid to stand up and fight that good fight of faith and fight that battle and stop that devil out.
Amen. You know, one of the most troubling things morally I heard was when I heard Scottish nominee Brown, when Senator Blackburn asked her to define what a woman is, I cannot believe my ears said, I can't.
Wow.
And then she said, I'm not a biologist. You know, the first thing I thought about was if somebody asked me the definition of a woman is, the first thing I thought about was God. How does God perceive a woman? How did God create a woman? And, you know, what I don't understand is you will raise your right hand and swear your oath to office or to testify to tell the truth. And then lie. Put your hand on that Bible when you get sworn in. And they forget it ain't just the Constitution that you must abide by. It's the laws of the good book, of the Bible. It's not there for a symbol. It is there to be adhered to, and there are consequences if you don't adhere to the word and law of God. I am a witness. I am a witness. God has brought me out of federal prison, out of homelessness, in and out of rehab. But you got to put work in. You got to submit. You got to submit. He knows your heart. He knows when you're BS, and trust me, I know. I am a witness. He had to break me down to the bone marrow for me to wake up. I was hard-headed. Please, save yourself before you lose yourself, and be your brother and sister's keeper. You know, I don't want to apologize for doing a little sermon there, but I thought it was necessary because our country is morally bankrupt. This is not about politics anymore. This is about we need to raise the level of consciousness of our Father and our purpose here on earth. Because the time is at hand, and we're only here for a short period of time. And that day will come when every knee will bow. Are you prepared? You know, whether you believe or not, I'm going to share with you what my son said to me. He's a hell of a spiritual light being. He said, Pops, you can't impose your will upon the universe and don't expect that the universe will not react to you in kind. That was my 23-year-old son who told me that. So regardless of what you believe in, we still got to deal with the laws of nature. And how do we operate as a human being within that framework? Now, this all has to tie into the integrity, moral fiber of a candidate running for office. We can't be choosing people that we like. We got to be choosing people that are right.
Amen. Preach.
We have to be electing people that are serving God, not man, if we're going to save this country. And I pray for those fake, and I call them fake preachers that are politicians that are lining their pockets, deceiving the people, but you can't deceive God. And I pray that God has mercy on your soul, because you're going to burn hotter than anybody else. You might talk good, but God's going to light your ass up. You best believe it. Okay? I'm a witness. I'm a witness. And I'm glad that I have favor with the Most High. He's got a purpose for me, and I'm serving it. I'm serving it. And I am extremely humbled and blessed he kept his hands on me, because there are a lot of people that during my journey God has taken away because their purpose could not be served, or it was already served. So there's a reason why I'm here. But it's not about me. It's why are you here? What is your purpose, everyone? If you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. We need to push back against all of this inhumane, immoral rhetoric. The division is of Satan. Identity politics, dividing people by color, all this other stuff. People, if you're in God, why are you even participating with this nonsense? Black Lives Matter, all these BS organizations, raking in millions of dollars, pilfering, ruining communities. And Democrats and the left say, oh, it's about justice. Yet, they will say January 6th was an insurrection, but we got billions of dollars in neighborhoods burned across this country. That's injustice.
Yes, it is.
Hypocrisy on the left and the Democratic side is beyond the pale, and it must be called out on every turn. Lavern, listen, I don't mean to take up your show, so I'm going to take a step back. You're listening to America First Patriot Podcast. Defending freedom and liberty is our motto, and putting God first and politics second. I'm your host, Chauncey I. We're honored, proud, and blessed to have in the studio Sister Lavern Spicer, a patriot of God in America. I am so humble and blessed to have you on the show, Lavern. So talk to us.
Thank you so much.
Amen.
Yeah, you know, how did we get to a date in this age where you can't define what a woman is? And I truly believe that Biden can't define a woman because he has some strange women on his staff, or some that call themselves women. So, this is just horrible.
I think, and I say that cautiously, because I don't know how those people think and behave. But when you have your son with those different challenges, there's got to be a DNA defect. But I cannot wrap my head around watching this man sniff children and grope people, and then they say it's okay. Joe Biden is one of the most racist individuals I've known since I've been studying history, and I'm 59 years old. And I don't know why people buy into his nonsense, his buffoonery. But they talk about Donald Trump, a man who made promises and kept them, a racist, but did more to uplift the African-American community, release blacks from jail, than any person since Lincoln.
That is so true. And Biden and his cronies destroyed the black community.
And they continue to do it and pilferage off the black community. They keep them on the plantation. And those are the new slave masters. See, I call it the way it is. And I can, because I'm not running for office. I don't have to tiptoe and tap dance. I used to be elected official, and I realized